Howdy, Big Beefy Burger Buddy here, in an episode of Binding of Isaac Depends Plus. I enabled one of the Easter eggs. It's the grayscale one, so I'm like a little gray. I don't really know why. I think there's a handful of them that are just like cosmetic, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go for like a little bit of variety here. And you know what? The variety is gonna help me out. We're gonna get an Emperor card. And we got Razor, and we also got the Rosary, so I actually might be able to get use out of having the Razor, so that's pretty cool. Not a bad item. Again, I like the items where you gain value by using your red hearts, especially when you have an abundance of them in a situation where you can be funny. Like, you can do this, and then I don't have to hurt myself with. I don't have to lose the soul heart. I'm still gonna actually use like one of these razor blade hits on the boss, but yeah, that really is a good explanation of like why I like those items. And if I really wanted to, I could get another hidden. I don't really think I need to for like Little Horn. I don't have my mods enabled. I keep forgetting to turn them on from the last stream I did. So, really the only one that is, like, sad, like, it's sad to not see, is, I really like having the, what is it called? Regret pedestals, when you can't see what, like, the question mark items are. You don't get to see what, like the other ones were. Which usually results in you, like, picking up, because, again, I'm not, like, super picky on items, and I, like, see, like, two options in, like, the angel room. And it's like, okay, so I got, like, Guardian Angel, and my, my other item happened to be Immaculate Heart, and it's like, well, I picked the wrong one there. It just usually leads to something funny like that. But, as long as I remember to turn it back on, like, who even cares? I, like, just got up today. I heard on my trip to the bathroom, you know, this morning, I heard, like, some road rage, like, on my road, like, on the street. I don't know, you could tell that the guy was, quite angry about something. I don't know what happened. I couldn't even really hear what he was saying. Well, he was definitely not happy. And dude, you're on a residential street. I don't know why, like, you just gotta live angry. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's probably, like, his fault. Is usually what it is. I've just, like, accepted the fact that people don't take responsibility for things, and then, they're all the main character in their own world. But again, I don't really know what happened. But I don't think I care. I'm just like, relax, dude. It ain't that serious. I mean, I've literally like walked to work and I've had. I'm gonna get hit here. I could have probably razor bladed, and that would have been a smarter thing, but also, yeah, not that big of a deal. I like walked to work and almost been hit by a car, and I'm still like, you know what? The guy almost like plows me down with a car on my way to work on my 8-hour shift, and then it's like, well, I could have been taken out prematurely, and that would have been really unfortunate, but I gotta actually touch it so it goes out of my item pool. But then he did the, like, my bad wave hand for a second, and I'm like, you know what? That's at least, like, an acknowledgement of fault, so I'm not mad about it. That being said, I've seen on that exact same crossing, I saw a guy riding a bike and a guy like actually different people almost hit him with the car. And I'm pretty sure, like, you know, passengers get the right of way on like a four stop section, and then but you know, this particular guy was just like, you know what, the guy crossing with his bike that already is on the road, and I'm still on the side, and I can't like this pedestrian has the right of way. Let me just like kill him, I guess. I don't know. Drivers are just insane. I'm glad I don't like cars and I hate them, just like with a passion. And I don't drive very often. Like, I don't have to like drive very often right now because, like, you know, I'm lucky enough to still have available people to help me drive wherever I need to, and if I really need, like, really need to go somewhere without that, I always have, like, Ubers as an option, but, you know, those are kind of expensive, so I can't really rely on that for too long, as I feel like a pretty fair assessment. I'm just in a good position where I don't really need a license, because even if I, like, need groceries, you know, there are multiple, like, markets I could just go to that are within walking distance. So it's like the options are there. Well, it'll take me a few hours to like get there, but yeah, but you know, I have a bike. It probably takes me less time to go there now because of that fact. Still gotta set that up. I got an e-bike. My grandpa got it for me, and it's sitting in the garage right now, not built yet. So I really haven't had the opportunity to, probably should make sure. I mean, the return policy is probably already expired at this point. But, like, we can't build it in this fucking cold, you know? I drew a lot. I didn't finish the one thing I said I was gonna do. I did finish one of the raffle winners though. That probably the easiest of the three, but I still did finish one of them. We're gonna do the damage bonus for Mega Fatty. I wonder how they changed the attack, cause you can't just like climb over it anymore, or like crawl under it. You can have one of these bombs from me. It's a gift. I don't even think it hit him. rather large health enemy. Also, we're on caves 2. We're just really missing one item. It's just a little noticeable that we don't have the extra item. I think I actually, even though like getting an angel is like a good option, I'm gonna try to go for the soul hearts. We got twice the bang, so that's a pretty good trinket. I think it's a very good one. Bombs already do a lot of damage. Having the potential to double that is pretty strong, and then you can do all the shenanigans with it. Where you just take that insane bomb damage, or like utility of destroying things that bombs do, and you just like knock them around, and you can check 2 things without having to like use 2 bombs. It's pretty good. And yeah, I don't know if we'll get used to it like that. Okay, so did the Stony just kill that guy? Okay, it didn't. I got really confused there. Okay, there's a funny little heart there. I'm not feeling super well. That's gonna be honest. So I'll be RB. You won't know. Whoa, I cut. You didn't even see it. So anyway, I had Montezuma's Revenge item. Not this isn't unrelated to the bathroom experience, definitely. But whenever I get that item, I think of like people. I forget. I don't think it's Montezuma, but it's like a pyramid, right? Where like people keep opening like a pyramid and then they mysteriously die, like it's a curse, and it's like they usually isn't it like they die in motorcycle accidents, or it's like they just get really sick. I think it's really they get sick, but also the motorcycle thing. That's probably just like a myth, but you know, people genuinely dying opening those. My real thought about that is I'm like, one, there's definitely science to this. Is like you're gonna open those things cannot be clean. Like they probably have so much like disease and shit inside of them because they were literally used to like put corpses inside of them. It makes sense why if you go inside of a place that has decay inside of it. Hey, oh wait, why would why would it just all of a sudden just like kill you? I don't know. Maybe because it's literally like bacteria buildup is insane. Not super sure. Montezuma's Revenge always makes me think of that because I'm pretty sure that's like a similar thing. I'm not a history buff. I don't remember. You know, usually like hear a thing and then forget about it. I don't retain information like that. I retain like useless information, like how many hits it's gonna take to kill a fatty on floor 1, like one of the regular enemies. Like, you know, the useful information. I guess it's useful to me. I like to make fun of the fact that I have so much Isaac knowledge, but it's like, I use it. So, this is basically my field of expertise. I know what I'm doing here. Duality is not usually something I like getting, but I mean, maybe with so many red hearts we can make the case. I want some like bombs because I have a feeling, I have a hunkering that the secret room is on the right of me right here, and then I can access the boss trap room if I happen to get a second bomb, which would be nice. I don't know if it'd be necessary. I don't think we're gonna get bombs. You know what? I don't even feel like walking back. That's probably like the best use case for a champion Emperor card. RC remote. A cool trinket I've never... actually, I can't say I've never gotten use out of it. I have now finally gotten use out of it once. Which is more than like torn card. Dude, yesterday's run was actually crazy. This is recorded the day after. I'm gonna try to like be a little more consistent with that and record these earlier in the day and more frequently. Because if you've seen the upload schedule, because well, I have been streaming, so I've been putting a lot of time into that. But also, yeah, it's been a minute since I uploaded. I obviously uploaded yesterday. But that doesn't help me too much. Here, come down here and just, like, destroy yourself. That was an insane bounce back to you. I'm gonna ruin your day yet again. Come on. I'm just getting, like, real aggressive on you. One last little hoorah almost was enough. I thought that... I looked up and I was like, oh, there's a rock in the way there. I think I'm gonna get hit here, so I'm gonna do this. So I didn't get hit by the enemy, but the damage bonus probably helped. I'm just preemptively doing these. Again, it's actually like... Jeez. Jeez Louise with these enemies. Oh, you're trying to do some shenanigans. I was worried that hit was gonna hit me. I can't do it every room. You know? It's good to use that for, like, when I expect myself to maybe take damage for it. I can't do it every room, though. I have to have some restraint. I get freaked out when those things grab enemies. I don't know why, but it makes sense because of how the item works. But, you know, Isaac's been a lot of fun. I still need to, like, play more Mugenics before I decide that maybe I'll start, like, playing Mugenics. I don't know if it's going to be a stream game. I think it's literally like a... I can't really use that yet. It's a good item, though. I can't really... A lot of people are, like, really putting the time into learning it and are really enjoying it. Which is good. I recognize that the reason I, like, need... A lot of the time, again, I usually say this, and there's, like, me giving underrated Isaac items, like, a chance in the spotlight by, like, trying to really figure out if it's, like, is the item bad, or is it just, like, it's being underutilized, and I have a fundamental misunderstanding of what it does. I want to approach the, a lot of, the problems I'm having in Mugenics the very same way, where it's like Ferner, I don't know how do you say his name, but it's the green cat that gets like a turn every turn, like he gets like 5 turns around. I will just damage myself to get a little bit extra damage to kill this guy fast. But, I have to just understand the fact that you actually, the way you fight that boss is you just use your ranged guys, because your melee guys are essentially not going to help at all. Or I just let him, like, throw traps on the ground and have him keep walking into his own attacks. Like, that's basically what you have to do. And I'm just going to recognize that that's the way you have to beat that boss. And I feel like I keep bringing up the, like, like, I just don't have, like, I just don't have anything that really helps me kill enemies other than my own attacks. And they're not... That's what the health is there for. That was a really funny room. But, like, I gotta just, like, see, okay, so I want to know why, my characters were attacking each other. I don't know, like, that again, that's just a misunderstanding, like, me not understanding the game, but also I think just, like, thorns or, like, that retaliate attack. Unfortunately, another active item I don't really want to use. Are effectively worthless, so I just... I don't know. If I don't know what a thing does, I'm gonna obviously ask the question of what it did, like how it triggered. Because again, Thorns just wasn't activating on a guy, on like the big blob boss in Act 2. So I just don't know why I was taking damage in that fight. But you know what? It's a learning experience. You gotta take the time to learn what a thing does, and then once you learn that, you can adapt your playstyle around it. I mean, that exact reasoning is why Isaac's Heart is my favorite item. I can't keep saying it's my favorite item, because I mean, like, rubber cement is really fun. And I think them adding a sound effect made rubber cement above Isaac's Heart. And I think I'm being genuine. Just hearing the little things bounce everywhere is fun. 1 key for 1 penny. I actually might take it. No hyperbole. I need like one of these little angels to die. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna try to approach the game like that. But also, before I even started recording Isaac on this like channel, I had played thousands of hours of it. You know? So I've had the time to like know how to play this game. It also helps that like Isaac in particular is just like so good now. It's like extremely well balanced. Because even though that last run was like pretty bad, it felt kind of fun because I had to like actually engage with the game mechanics. Another greed, Rib of Greed again, which I might take at least for the remainder of the floor, so at least that last shop doesn't end up being just a greed fight. And it's funny because this run, I mean, our damage is fine for like maybe not when we get into womb, so we need to get like maybe some extra value out of this. Out of this floor. It just sucks because I've had a lot of active items and those are basically like dead items. Because you really don't benefit from them. And hopefully we can get like something here that does like actual damage. I will probably do a devil room because even if it's like, I want to get rid of some of these red hearts, basically, is what it comes down to. Ghost Pepper is insanely good. That's, like, probably one of the best items we could have gotten. I still want to go to my shop, so I'm going to, like... I just got to recognize that we ain't getting a boss rush. That's a pipe dream. That's an extremely, Yeah, Ghost Pepper is, like, basically exactly the kind of item I was looking for. It's just, like, a high damage item that helps me kill groups of enemies fast. That's like precisely what I needed. So I'm pretty happy to have it. So like I guess the next thing I could prioritize, which I really can't, because it really just comes down to whether or not you actually end up finding them. Health up. So yeah, we're definitely going to do a devil deal if we can. I want to try to get rid of some of these hearts. Also, the shop is actually just going to be over here. I should have just kept going. We got ghosts. Three flames down there at the bottom. Like, basically in a row. I was missing the guy, but I was still hitting him with the bounce on the ground. I like skipping stones. Some of that thing's just bouncing, man. It's just fun. Okay, this is like an easy room. What would I want even out of my devil deal? Because like the actual reason I'm going to it is so I can remove red hearts. Also, I actually okay, moving box is not really what I want. I'll buy a pill, range down. I guess we'll just like put money into the machine and then leave. Let's go back and grab let's go grab our other trinket. This floor is basically done. I would definitely I should probably do this. Get the card so I can teleport out if I want to. Not really for can't really get the boss rush item, unfortunately. But I just want to maybe go back to this floor when I have the Polaroid, and maybe I can, like, destroy the blood donation machine. But, like, what value does money give me at this point of the game? Super secret room. Shot speed, you know what, I'll take it. This is actually really good, because I can use... I'm actually just going to straight up as soon as we go into this fight. Which just got our damage up a lot. And hopefully we'll just kill this boss super fast. I feel like this is going to be a long fight. Never mind, our fires just did a third of her health each. There you go. There's the boss fight done. No deal. Unfortunate. Let's just go. I'm not going into my curse rooms for some reason. I'm realizing that's a big dummy thing that I'm not doing. I want you to like, yeah, do that. Thank you. Team killing. Our items are actually pretty good. Speed up is fantastic to get. Our pills have also been very good as well. It's nice to not have my speed getting lowered constantly. Goodbye. Here's another flame for your face. Same experience. We have just a couple really good tier effects. The Rotten Tomato is like honestly very good. And obviously Ghost Pepper is like, I think, the king of the two. But it's more likely to happen, the tomato, I'm pretty sure. And we can get value out of that, especially with like rooms with high health enemies. Maybe not so much in a room like this where there's a lot of space. But as far as just like like maybe the smaller rooms or like boss fights that have ads, it's gonna be very good, and it has been very good. Could be good in this room. We hit a bunch of flames. There's another one. Yeah, just like good tier effects. That's really all you need. Question mark? Okay, so the blue and blue pill is a question mark this run. I usually like just don't even. Also, I'm pretty sure item descriptions just actually tells you that it is the the question mark one, which is kind of funny. This might be an annoying ass room, so I'm gonna try to like open it up a bit so I have more space to work. I was hoping a bomb would catch at least one of these guys, but unfortunately it did not happen that way. I'm glad they just didn't attack or like sink into the ground. and Ghost Pepper, better than Bird's Eye for these enemies in particular, because you don't buff them by accident. That's my own dumb fault for getting hit there. You know, truly one of the hardest enemies, they move unpredictably. They're like one of the only enemies in the game that kind of do that. Most enemies can be punished in some way, or like they're like you bait them into their hit, like you bait them into their shot. You bait this guy into his movement, and you dodge it and then punish. It's like a fighting. Every single enemy in this game is a fighting game when you really think about it. Okay, I'm glad I just did that. Like, you're gonna do that charge. Now you're locked into that attack. Fucking nerd. I was gonna call him a loser, but then nerd was like a less. What are you doing to your own? Alright. I'm just gonna do that whenever you try to do that. I'm just gonna acknowledge the fact that you're probably gonna hit me a couple times. Yeah, I would have walked into that fire. That one, a little easier to dodge. Toothpicks is good. Both actually another like really good tier effect. It's just like we keep getting them. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have red hearts for whatever use I want here, but we did get the pact. Pretty damn good. I'll take both. I don't think I'm gonna get like use out of Guppy's hairball, but I'm gonna take both. So we lost 2 max HP, but we did get stats. Please die. I don't know what room I even want to go like find. Maybe my curse room. So I'm gonna look around for a curse room. Get a lot of eyeballs. Right. The motor functions, they activated correctly. Maybe I don't even care about the curse room. You know what, actually? Curse room, overrated. Boss trap room, a little more enticing. Why is that? Maybe we can bomb into it. Can you just like, yeah, help. Secret room right here. So we don't get to go into the boss trap room. It's unfortunate, but you know, it's not unexpected. It's usually just like a nice little extra blessing that you get when you're able to ignore the whole only have one hit mechanic and actually go into those. So what? No pedestal item for me, I guess. A library would be really nice. Just because we've already hit 2 books. A luck up is insane, actually. That's probably one of the better things I could get. An increase to my tier rate thanks to this item is also pretty good. So we basically just have like 3 really good tier effects we can have. I guess like Bird's Eye isn't technically a tier effect, but it might as well be. You know what? I don't really have that much use for money anyway, so maybe if you give me like an HP up, or just like hearts outright, we can play this Demon Judgment. Excellent. Let's just hit this a bunch. Kind of a loser move. I'm gonna just blow this up. Then we're gonna do this. Go ahead and go grab this. Egghead, hit the gritty on that one. Egghead yet again. And I'll take it. You know why? Because like speed ups are good. And maxes out our damage. I'll actually take a death over a fool. And then we have charges for our item. Also, that's not a bad item either. I'm probably gonna get more value out of this one. That's a good example of like an infinite potential item, whereas as long as if I don't have bombs, I can't get use out of the other one. And slow tiers, honestly, like slowing down enemies, especially like in hard mode where they shoot very fast, surprisingly good. I would say in normal mode, genuinely. Items like that, not that good. But in hard mode, I'm hearing like a car vibrating. It's probably the same guy. There's somebody on our street that just really just blasts the music. I think everybody has that one guy that does that. It's very much just like a way of life. You know? You always gotta have the one guy that blasts music very loud. And it's not like... You know, I can respect the need for like an increase in volume to, you know, get a little bit of thrill in your life. As long as it's not vibrating my house. I feel like it's fine. But also, I guarantee you people don't really consider that. With the volume that some people like have their cars like vibrating to, I'm surprised they're not like rupturing an organ or something. Maybe that's the goal. It's like riding a roller coaster where it's like you have this like temporary feeling of danger, but you do it for that adrenaline, which I don't get genuinely. I'm like, okay. Am I gonna get hit? Okay, so that other tears up's basically pointless, unfortunately. But it is nice to have the extra little bit of tier rate. I should be able to break my tears cap. Hey, that's a whole like tiny amount of percentage more damage. So they're just gonna fight each other. So it's a really good run. It's literally like the one extra good tier effect. Also, that's like insane that that item executes those enemies. Truly, God's strongest soldier out here. A little bony. My little bony. Ha ha ha. There's a joke there that I said, and I regret it a little bit. I do regret it a little bit. You know why? Because it wasn't funny. I will go for these. And let's see. Ooh. lots of grimaces. And lots of little extra damage bonuses from that. See, that's a good example of the chewed pen being good. It slows them down too, which like you wouldn't think happens, but it ends up being pretty good. A devil card, you know what? Like best time to get this right before Isaac. We're gonna hit the devil card. I was like, why am I not hitting myself? But apparently, you still get the damage bonus if Egghead blocks it. That's pretty good. I was gonna go down to, I was gonna just hit it 3 times, like, you know, use 3 hearts for it. And then I got confused why I still did it, but didn't lose health. So that's a good synergy. You would think, you know, with how much time I have in this game, I would consider that, but usually I just think in my mind, like, stuff like that doesn't even activate. I'm going back for these just because, you know, they're basically damage tokens. I'm gonna go ahead and take this death card again. It's been a pretty good run. Am I still grayscale? Yeah, my tiers were gray there. So these really aren't all that great. Seraphim, you know what, I have Flight, but it's the last 4 of the game, and Flight is almost pointless. The one room I can think Flight would be good. You can't fly over red poops, so it still ends up being like not that valuable, unfortunately. But you know, I'm happy to have Seraphim. I also didn't get really the benefit of having the soul hearts as well, so it's like whatever. Also, I completely forgot that heard another loud car. Oh, it wasn't really that loud. It kind of just sounded like probably garbage disposal, maybe. That's Thursday though. I don't know why it would be like that. No, am I fucked? Am I wrong on the days? Yeah, it is Thursday. I mean, that's gonna be funny, so I'm gonna take it. They're not doing it! They're not bouncing. I was hoping they were gonna bounce. There you go, they do bounce. They just gotta take a second. Yeah, I don't even know what the train of thought was that, you know, there's a loud sound and then I got cut off by... I was saying that, the blood bag gives an HP up, but then I got sidetracked by being an idiot. Game's other eye is pretty good, especially with our current synergy. So... Alright, so there's Bird's Eye, or... so we have both of the peppers now. And this one... Kane's other eye actually, like, activates them. Also, we have 4 luck, so, like... Holy moly, does the damage go up when we do that. So I'm gonna hit 3 times on the razor. All 3 of them actually hit me that time. I think it's a 25% chance Egghead blocks damage. So yes, you know that Balatro Wheel of Fortune chance. I could be wrong on that. I don't remember like I could like item description check it. I also haven't paid attention if it's even active. But I don't use item descriptions anyway, so who cares? That was a fun run. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't, check my links in the description. I'll see you in the next one. My feetsies are cold. Uh-oh. My hoovesies. Ha, because I'm a fucking animal.